This is an all-ages service, so everybody stays in the service. I want to remind you that, for those who are new, in our living room in the back, we have like different kind of seating. We have fidget items. We've got things to draw, use to draw. So if you're a person who's learning style or whose style is to say, I think I need to get up and move a little bit, we want to accommodate just the diversity of folks that we have here. So you're more than welcome to make your way back there. There's a couch and, the whole thing. So it's good to be together. If you're visiting with us today, welcome, welcome. We're glad you're here. Make sure you sign in at the visitor's desk. We've got lots of room up here. I know nobody really wants a front row, but this is what I got. And I've got some seats over here if people want to come on in. So sign up for our news and notes, which is our newsletter. You can sign up in the living room as well. And we're just going to go ahead and get started with our service this morning. I do just truly want to welcome you and remind you to stay after the service for refreshments, and then I'll have some announcements about what's happening after the service. So I'm going to go ahead, and so Emma's Revolution has been together for 30 years. How many years ago did we meet?
Yeah, we met 30 years.
We were really young.
Technically, we've been playing music together for 25.
25. And I first heard Emma's Revolution at our Unitarian Universalist Association General Assembly. I think that's when I first heard you. And then I met you in San Diego, where I was for 18 and a half years, doing border work and worker justice. And wherever there is a need for song to uplift us, to motivate us, to tell the truth, to bring us into the moment and then lead us forward, Emma's Revolution are the people to do that. On the stage with the Poor People's Campaign, or at the border, or in Unitarian Universalist churches, or venues across the country, Emma's Revolution is a gift, not only to music, but to all of us, to all of our souls. And so I'm glad you're here, my friends.
Thank you so much. Great to be with you on a Sunday morning, and we come all the way from California, but Pat is a Midwesterner, which is why we could drive through that massive storm the other day. But we are here because our work as activist musicians is to give you that feeling that you know that you have, that we together are the people who are going to make change and create a country that we actually want to live in, right? So we learned from some very great mentors about how to do this, and you're going to hear about one of them in this song.
Yeah, you probably don't need this banjo to be quite that loud. I mean, I like banjo.
No, we like it.
Pete Seeger was a dear friend and mentor to us. He was my friend for about 30 years. And banjos need a lot of tending to. Especially if there's a storm coming up. The banjo head just feels it. Maybe it's the spirit of all those animals that gave their hides to banjo heads of the past, So these are just some of my adventures with Pete, both before we met and after, all true stories, with a chorus that you can sing along on. So if I sing a line, will you sing back? You feeling ready to do some singing this morning? I'll sing, oh, hear the banjo ring. Try that. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hear the people
people sing.
Hope changes everything.
Hope changes everything.
Sing, people, sing.
Sing, people, sing.
You got it? Try it together. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing. Sing, people sing. You got it. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy. A magic musical machine from a drum, a stick, and strings. I couldn't always I would play. I'd live to meet the man one day, playing the songs that shaped my life, taught the world to sing. Hear the banjo.
Oh, hear the banjo ring.
Hear the people sing.
Hear the people sing.
Hope changes everything.
Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing.
Summer of my 18th year in San Francisco he'd appeared. I jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The
Grove was full when I got there. People came from everywhere. I climbed the redwood by the stage to watch the revelation. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing.
years went by, I got a call, a festival in early fall. Along the Hudson River shore, a harvest gathering.
Asking me to volunteer to keep the river clean and clear, to celebrate the river's life and all the gifts she brings. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Hope changes everything. Sing, people sing.
Stood up to Northeast rain, rallied for a living wage.
Rode with Woody
See how you tapped that banjo, but banjo came through, right? Right? Yeah, as we thought about this service, our theme for the month, and this congregation, as in many Unitarian Universalist congregations, we're theme-based, and so we choose a theme for each month. And this month, it's embracing possibilities. And so what better time to hear your music and to think about the possibilities that we face, and then to embrace possibilities for a new world, for a more just and a more beautiful world. So when we talked about the title of the service, Emma's Revolution came up with embracing the sounds of joy and resistance, because joy is an act of resistance. In the face of all that would thwart life, we assert that we will live with hope, we will live with joy, we will live with determination, we will live by lifting up community and holding one another in community. Our chalice lighting words are by Mario Benedetti, and they're translated by Maria Popova. And Nora's going to come up and light the chalice for us. Thank you, Nora. Appreciate you. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. Defend joy like a trench. Defend it from scandal and routine, from misery and misers, from truancies passing and present. Defend joy as a principle. Defend it from bewilderments and bad dreams, from the neutral and the neutron, from sweet infamies and grave diagnoses. Defend joy like a flag. Defend it from lightning and melancholy, from the fools and the frauds, from the rhetoric and the ruptures of the heart, from the endemic and the academic. Defend joy as a destiny. Defend it from suicides and homicides, vacations and ruts, and the obligation to be joyful. Defend joy as a certainty. Defend it from rust and smut in the famous patina of time, from dew and exploitation. Defend joy as a right, from uppercase in the casket, from surnames and the pity of chance. Defend joy. It is good to be together.
In this next song, we're going to sing with our voices, and we're also going to use American Sign Language to sing with our hands. So the first that we're going to show is moving your hands outward to give. We're going to give some light. Because when we give light, people can find the way. So people is little peas that you make walk on the earth with our 2 feet. And then you choose a direction. Maybe your direction is straight forward. Maybe your direction is up and down. You can choose that. We're so honored to be here with Reverend Beth, because anytime I open up my social media, I can see some photo of her out there leading the way, giving light so that people can find the way. And all of us are leaders, wherever we are. So let's start with those first words. They're the words of Ella Baker, who was one of the really important leaders in the civil rights movement, and she was very unrecognized. She was a woman. That sounds familiar. However, she's famous for having said, "You can get a lot done if you don't try to get your name attached to it," or some version of that. What did she say? Do you remember the exact
I don't remember the exact quote, but yeah.
So she still knew that she was doing good work and helping people find the way. Give light, and people will find the way. Give light, and people will find the way. Give light, and people will find the way. People will find the way, I do believe. Teach
thank you so much. I believe that. We give light and love and hope. People will find a way. And you can find your way to a variety of activities here at church. One of the things that you can do after the service, you can find your way down to the social hall where you will find, actually, merchandise from Emma's Revolution. Hooray. You will also find books that you can, we have a Unitarian Universalist Prison Ministry of Illinois is a robust ministry of our congregation. And this day, we have books you can purchase that will be sent to our incarcerated siblings. These are books that they're not always easy for them to get. And so were obtained for us from Fair Isle, from Daniel Wayman, who runs our fair trade. And you can go down, you can purchase the books, and then those books will be sent to our people inside who we are supporting and whom we are in regular correspondence with. Do I have that all, Tracy? Is that about it? Okay. There's another thing I want to tell you about. Yesterday morning, which was the beginning of Earth Week, 6 of us, intrepid souls, braved the cool early spring weather to celebrate and start to physically unite the Unitarian Church of Hinsdale new labyrinth in its earth home. It is just to the east. When you leave out here, please take a look at it after the service. Charlie, who has designed and created the labyrinth, it's a dream for, frankly, us. He'll be at the labyrinth this afternoon after the service at noon and until about 1:30. And Charlie, are you going to be laying bricks? Charlie's got his trowel. He came with his trowel. If you don't have a trowel, I'm sure Charlie can give you a trowel. And you might not have pants that you're going to want to get dirty today, but you can talk with Charlie about when you can lay down some of the bricks. And then we'll have a formal dedication of the labyrinth when it's complete. I will tell you, I've told this story. I was just taking pictures of the labyrinth a couple of weeks ago, and a family walked by, and the kids said, "What's that?" And I was able to tell them about the labyrinth, which is a beautiful place to walk and to meditate and to really connect with spirit and with our beautiful, beautiful grounds with the earth and the trees and the birds. And everything was, even though it was a cold day, it was sunny, and they're pretty purple flowers that Charlie knows the name of next to the tree. So this labyrinth is around a tree, and it's really a beautiful design. Stop by, and you can just, Charlie will show you how to lay some bricks, and as soon as this is done, we'll have a formal dedication of it for our community and for the wider community. So I'm thrilled with this project, and I know Charlie wants to be low-key about this, but Charlie, I need to just thank you for this. Yeah. Charlie's trying to keep it on the down low, but nope, can't, because it wouldn't happen without you. And we need you to make it happen, because don't you want to walk out when you do that labyrinth, and don't you want to say, I put in that brick. This is mine. This is ours. So let's create this collectively. A couple of other announcements. What is next Friday? Do you know? May Day. It's International Workers' Day. And for those of you for whom it is possible, knowing that it's not possible for everyone, I invite you to, families, I'm sorry, not go to school. Sorry, I didn't warn them ahead of time. Not go to work and not shop. And invite you, there's a couple of places where you can join us. There is an interfaith service at Union Park at noon. And I've invited our choir and anyone here who likes to sing and would like to be part of that interfaith choir. You can see me and see news and notes. There's a rehearsal that's going to happen next Sunday, and you can sing. They're letting me sing, so it's good, right, Julia? Yeah, I can do it. But if you don't want to sing with us, just come. Come and see this beautiful interfaith service. Faith Over Fear and MIHA and Arise Chicago, other organizations are sponsoring this. And so this will be an interfaith service of hope, honoring our workers, and then there will be the rally at 1 o'clock and then the march from Union Park to Daly Plaza. And you might not be able to do it all, but let's show up for our workers, right? Yeah, because we're all workers, and it's all of our struggle. The other thing, if you want to make it a whole big day, how about if you want to get to downtown at 10 a.m.? Wouldn't that be fun? And actually join us. This is an interfaith effort that's been happening and also a community effort that's been happening. There's a Chicago-based realty company that's leasing out an old prison in Colorado to ICE and the GEO Group, and to open a new detention center. So we're hoping that you, thank you. Yep. My boy here just is like, yep, boo, boo. We're saying no profiteering off caging our neighbors. And that's at 10 o'clock at First Dearborn Street and South Dearborn. There's been faith leaders and community leaders in Evanston where they have an office. But this is happening right downtown. So we can gather at 10, then we'll get over to Union Park, we'll sing, we'll pray, and then we march. Does that sound good? All right. Let me know if you'd like to join me. I'd love to know if you can join. You can send me a text or you can send me an email. And I hope that we can show up. And I hope we can show up as Unitarian Universalists. So if you have a Side with Love, shirt or stole or whatever, or just come. And let's be part of this and show up as we can. So we know that many of us come to this church and to Unitarian Universalism in general because we seek a community in which to grow and learn and live our values. And because we find affirmation in service, because we recognize that what we do matters, what we say makes an impact, and how we move and work in the world resonates through this fragile, resilient web. Our financial contributions to this congregation help us write the stories we want to tell to each other and to the world. We're deeply grateful for the time that we get to gather. Y'all could be doing anything on a Sunday morning, right? Y'all could too. Well, you couldn't. You had to be here. But we come because we know being in community, not only in this time, but especially in this time, is one of the most powerful things that we can do. And so we gather to support the community, that the funds that we gather to, support this church, but also our work in the wider world. So we invite an offering to sustain our work, and I invite you to hang with me and say our offertory words. This church is made up of all of us. It is what we learn together, the work we do together, the fun we have together, right? It's what we share with one another, with the people around us, and with all the world. And now let us receive an offering for the work of the church.
Pete Seeger took an old labor poem and put a melody to it. It's probably one that you'll recognize, but we'll just sing it until you know it. Step by step, the longest march
can be won, can be won.
Many stones can form an arch,
Singly none, and by union what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn to milk, singly none. Step by step, the longest march can be won, Many stones can form an arch, singly none, and by union what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn to milk, singly none.
One more
Step by step, the longest march can be won, can be one. Many stones can form an arch, singly none, singly none. And by union what we will can be accomplished still. Drops of water turn a mill, singly none, singly none, singly none, singly none.
It is all yours to do whatever the next songs you want to do for however long you want to do them. Nope, everything you know what's happening? You're happening. You got the next, 25 minutes.
Okay. Well,
It's all yours.
all right then. We will do some things then.
Some of that will be tuning, sorry.
But it's important in these times. Reverend Beth keeps saying that it is important for us to get together and be together. And it is just as important, people sometimes come to our concert or something like that, and they say, oh gosh, you lifted me up and you made me feel like I'm not alone. And then we get to say, you did the same thing for us. So community is such an important thing. And even though, and I would imagine Reverend Beth feels similarly, like you can't be a person who's going to step out if you don't know that people resonate with that and feel something from that. So in a way, it's kind of an encouragement to all of you to step out right where you are and do what you can right where you are. And you'll be surprised. You might be surprised by the people who say to you, that really inspired me. That really made me feel like I could speak up or I could take this step. And we know that in this area, you've been pushing back pretty hard, right? So you've been showing the country how to fight back against ICE, and we are grateful to you for that and for anything that you've been doing.
Yes, we were very inspired by your snowplow action. That was awesome. That was just some creative genius.
Yeah.
This congregation has sung this song before. A number of congregations across the country actually use this song in their worship services. But you also may have just heard it along the way. It's done some traveling without us. We are living beneath the great big dipper. We are washed by the very same rain. We are swimming in the stream together. Some in power, some in pain. We can worship this ground we walk on, cherishing the beings that live beside. Loving spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. In
in power, some in vain. We can worship this around the world, cherishing the things that we beside. Loving the spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side. Loving the spirits will live forever. We're all swimming to the other side.
And is this guitar coming through the speakers? Okay, I can't hear it up here at all. So.
A lot of what we're singing about these days is leadership, but personal leadership, like taking it on from everything from not shopping or not going to work on May Day to organizing, to coming out and singing, or coming out and organizing people to keep people safe. And this is another song of leadership that shouts out also the young climate activists. Yeah, you can snap her. Was that you doing the? That's so beautiful. Oh, wait. Okay, let's hear about that. Say a little bit about you. Does everyone know about UU Ministry for Earth? Please say a little bit about that. Can you put the headset mic on, Alex? Or you could come up here.
This is working. This is working.
Yes.
All right. So, Youth Ministry for the Earth is a 30-plus-year-old ministry that actually started the Green Sanctuary Initiative before giving it over to the UA. And now we are a place of spiritual grounding and care where we can support each other as we support our environment and make this world a better place. It's almost like a congregation of the earth. And I would like to warmly invite all of you to join us for our Earth Day service, which, can I put in the newsletter? Yeah, I'll put in the newsletter on the 22nd of April, where we will have beautiful song, we will have some poetry, and beautiful words to be said, including by the head of the animal ministry, Tip, who the animal ministry will be our special guest on the 22nd for Earth Day. So, and it will all be online. It won't be here, so you don't need to come in. We will love to see you there, and thank you for giving me that opportunity.
That's awesome.
Yeah, one thing that we've been learning from younger activists over the years is that leadership can't just be left to the leaders. Like we all have to be willing to take some role in leadership, and they are very skilled at sort of lateral leadership and shared leadership, and we saw that a lot in the organizing that was happening in Minneapolis. I don't know how structured the organizing was, how it was structured here necessarily, but we've seen some great examples of that over the years. So be the leader that you can. You don't have to take it all on. There's somebody else to pass the baton to. Montgomery and Selma, the streets of Birmingham, Los Angeles, and we're somewhere.
sat down on the sidewalk. One spoke out for her land. Now Grieta and Sokata and young leaders all demand we must shout, our house is burning. We must open up our eyes, take action for the planet. Like the waters, we will rise. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead. Not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world. Carry on, here I go. Though I'm standing on my own, I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world. Carry on.
From the streets of New York City, across the ocean and beyond, people from all nations create a common bond. With our conscience as our weapon, we are witness to the fall.
We are simple, we are brilliant, we are one, and we are all. Here I go, bound for freedom. May my truth take the lead, and not the preacher, not the Congress, not the millionaire, but me. I will organize for justice, and I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world. Carry on, here I go. Though I'm standing on my own, I remember those before me, and I know I'm not alone. I will organize for justice. I will raise my voice in song, and our children will be free to lead the world. Carry on. Wow. All right, now y'all can really keep a beat. That is fantastic. And what does that mean about leadership and your role out in the streets these days? You know what it means. Like, a beat gets everybody involved, right? And all I did was start it, and you did it. So it's just that simple. I used to do music with toddlers, and, you know, if I did something, they would do it. And ends up it's actually true about adults as well. So if you offer the invitation, as Holly Neer would say, and we've done a lot of work with Holly Neer for folks who know her, also she's an amazing activist, that if you just give the people the invitation to sing or to clap, it changes the whole energy of whatever event you're at. It can add the joy to the resistance, right? Because the resistance can be a slog, but truly, when you are with your people, it's no longer a slog because you know you're not alone. So these are things that that we can do with music, and you can do it too, because as I said, you all can really keep a beat. And let me just say that we don't find that everywhere. So you'll get to keep a beat on this one. Let me find the lyrics. Okay. Okay.
Yep, we know.
Oh, okay, great.
So this is the song. This is actually the first song that I wrote as an adult. And I wrote it back in 1984. And it's also one of those songs that's just done a fair bit of traveling. It's an easy one to pick up on, so it's been getting sung in the streets actually around the country a lot in this last year especially. I don't know why, but.
And it also is this kind of song where you can change up the lyrics to meet what's happening. So on May Day, if you saw someone holding a sign and you thought that was a really good message, you could probably fold it into a song like this. So you'll hear us do some lines. You'll always be able to take the lines out of what Pat is singing. The first line, she'll sing it, and we all just pick it up. And that's a really great, handy tool for when you're in the streets.
And when I first wrote this, I wrote it kind of hymn-like, but we found that we have to be noisier. in order to get people's attention. So, so we've stepped it up just a little bit. Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Never turning back. Never turning back. Gonna keep on singing loudly.
Keep on singing loudly. That's your part, right? Keep on singing loudly. Never turning back. Never turning back.
Gonna keep on loving boldly.
Keep on loving boldly.
Keep on loving boldly.
Never turning back. Never turning back.
Ice will not divide us.
Ice will not divide us. Ice will not divide us. Never turning back. Never turning back.
What?
No kings now, not ever. No kings now, not ever. No kings now, not ever. Never turning back. Never turning back.
Gonna sow the seeds of justice.
Sow the seeds of justice.
Help us out.
Sow the seeds of justice. Never turning back. Never turning back. Mayday strong together. Mayday strong together. Mayday strong together. Never turning back. Never turning back.
Gonna keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward. Keep on moving forward.
Never turning back. 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 We're going to sing one more song with you after the benediction. Yeah, is that all right? Yeah, okay.
I mean, do we want them to stop?
And about singing together, I just wanted to say, this is not about only the people with the best voices. This is about everybody participating to the extent that they are able. This is democracy. This is everybody doing what they possibly can, and lending your voice to the larger sound makes a difference. It makes a difference in the whole room. You can make these rafters ring. And it's not about who has the best quality voice, who sings in the most perfect range or anything like that. It's really about just being part of it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks for being here and for just inspiring inspiring me and so many people with your music, with your witness, with the little mini homilies that you do. You know, they didn't say anything about this, but I do want to say, if I may, that there is a documentary film being made about Emma's Revolution. And yes. 2027, winter 2027 is when it's going to come out. So, and I just want to say a word too. You know, we've emphasized that not everybody can do everything. And sometimes what you can do, not everybody can be in the streets. Not everybody should be in the streets. There are some people for whom it's too much of a risk to be in the streets, right? So then for those of us who can do it, we get to do that. We get to hold that. Sometimes holding the space and holding peace, like the venerable monks who have walked for peace taught us that peace begins in ourselves, right? That we must be peace. And the ways that we interact with one another, with a neighbor, with a person in the store, and just a kind word, a helping hand, sometimes that's what you can do. We can't all be activists in the street. And I just want to, but we can all support that in the various ways, you know, however that looks. Sandwiches, you know, jail support whenever it's needed, however it looks. And sometimes just being kind, being present, remembering to take a breath. We didn't breathe today, so I'm just going to invite, you've all been breathing, right? I'm going to invite you to take a breath with me before we close our service. Yeah. And take a breath. And if you'd like to do an exhale. You want to do that one more time? Breathing in and release. And maybe do that one more time. Breathing in and release. Bless you. And knowing that the breath, as I say, each week connects us to everything that ever was, the oxygen molecules that have been at one time or another in the lungs of every human being. The breath connects us each to each here in this room and to all the things that breathe, to the humans, to the other animals, to the trees that give us our breath, and to the spirit of life, which is our breath. And on the exhale, we become ancestors for those who will come. So just by virtue of showing up, of being that witness for love, for peace, for hope, that is what we can do. And so as we move from this place and you go about your week, carry with you the sense of community. Carry with you whatever spark that you feel in you. And sometimes it's our own light goes out. Albert Schweitzer, and we rely on the light of another to lead us. And so if your light is dim, know that there's lights all around you. And each of our lights will create a more bright, a more beautiful, and a more hopeful world. So I love you, and I'm going to invite you to join in our chalice extinguishing words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of its truth, the warmth of this community, nor the fire of our commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world. We got one more for us, right?
I don't know how many of you were here last night for the concert, but we finished the concert with this song. This song is a slightly different version of this song than you might know, but any version that you sing will work with this, as it turns out. And when Lee Hayes of the Weavers, one of Pete Seeger's bands that he sang with for many years, wrote the words to this I said there was this kind of tacit agreement that we were all brothers. And that lasted a little while. There's some forces that might want to be bringing that back. But a woman came up to Pete many years later and said, "Pete, I'm feeling kind of left out." So they started singing Sisters and Brothers. And then years later, a trans friend came up to us in Oakland and said, "Pat, I'm feeling kind of left out." And we were all very focused on being part of the resistance at the time because of this rather foul orange presence that had befallen upon us. Well, that foul orange presence is back. And I don't know about you, but we're doing our best to make it go away forever. So we started singing all of the resistors. You can sing whatever you want. You can sing whatever version of this song speaks to you, whatever line speaks to you, but know that we see you. We love you. We're grateful to have you in our support structure as we travel around the world. You keep our light lit for sure. So sing with us. If I had a hammer, if I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the morning. I'd hammer in the evening. I'd hammer in the evening. All over this land. All over this land. Danger. I'd hammer out warning. I'd hammer out love between all of the resistors. All over this land. If I had a bell, I'd ring it in the morning. I'd ring it in the evening. All over this land, danger. I ring out warning. I ring out love between all of the resistors. All over this land. Ooh, I heard some of y'all doing that. If I had a song, I'd sing it in the morning. I'd sing it in the evening. All over this land, danger. I'd sing out warning. I'd sing out love between all of the resistors. All over this land.
join us for coffee and conversation. The social hall, and you can meet Sandy and Pat and greet them afterward as well, and buy a prison book. Thank you for dancing. It was so good to dance with you.